Welcome back to Watch With Us, everybody. I'm here with
Dave.
and it's Super Bowl Sunday. Woo! What is it? Oh wait, the wave doesn't have a noise, right? It's just hands going up. You just scream. Like, woot is it?
What's the sound of two brain cells rubbing together? I don't know.
Yeah. It's so quiet you can't hear it. But instead of watching football, we are going to watch Star Trek.
That's right.
And in my opinion, other than Farpoint, which a lot of people shit on, but I think is one
It's a Trek episode.
It's a great episode in my opinion. Two-parters. TNG has the best two-parters, and I think they're all they're really close.
Well, I think the thing with Encounter at Farpoint is also being the first episode. It really does give you the what the fuck factor of what is going on, which is what their experience is as well, because they're on the frontier.
Exactly. It feels like they're in unexplored space, and it feels like the most original series episodes. Feels like a Kirk episode. Like you could swap
like
out.
motion picture. We were like, what
Well,
the
not
fuck?
even before that. It feels more like the series. Like you could swap out all the characters, the ship,
Yeah,
and the fucking uniforms, and it would still
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, they beam down to a planet, some crazy shit happens, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. It's not political.
There's
it's not
some
like,
weird, crazy space alien
Yeah.
somebody has imprisoned at the last second. They figure it out and fucking all
Yeah.
wrapped up in a tiny little bow, and they continue their mission.
It's kind of like the Save the Whales thing. Save the giant jellyfish.
Exactly.
The space
It's the alien version of the Voyage Home. But
In this case,
I was gonna ask. I've been saving this to ask you because I thought of it. When we found out it was the Royal. Do you think they'll ever do something this weird in Discovery?
no.
You don't think there'll just be a standalone episode that could be a fever dream?
No, because the
that,
problem
like-
with Discovery is they have a different director every episode, and they only have 2 staff writers on.
Yeah, but I think that's...
So those 2 staff writers, apparently, like, judging from what they've put out so far, couldn't come up with a fucking crazy-ass story, like a creative,
But I think it would
random
be...
story that
Don't you think
has
it's...
nothing to do with the storyline.
Yeah, but don't
They're
you think
like
it's harder?
they're like generic TV
Yeah, but
show
wouldn't
writers.
you think it's harder to do what they're doing? Stretch this plot line out over 2 seasons and make it all make sense and connect, which, you know, I'm giving it a lot of credit saying that it does.
Yeah,
But-
well, here's the other. Actually, this is what I was thinking was they've only got 12 episodes, right? That's why they can't fuck around.
No, but they
can't
still do.
They
Netflix
can't have
does
throwaway
it.
episodes.
Netflix has fucking Waste of Space episodes that you're like, well, that didn't matter. You could have just took that out.
Yeah,
And
and a 12 series.
the first
season.
season has it when
Because
fucking
when you've got 24 episodes, you got tons of episodes you can just fucking dilly dally with.
the douchebag when they go to that fucking planet, they find the space bear for the first time. Not the space bear. They find like the plants that are speaking to them or something.
Yeah.
And it turns the first officer, and he goes like evil or something, or he wants to like stay there and like get everybody to join the
Oh yeah.
collective of the plants or something like that. Like that was weird and didn't really matter. They could have just skipped over it. Like nothing was revealed in that episode. There was no like revelations. It didn't connect. There was probably a bunch of Klingon bullshit that was going on that mattered that nobody cares about anymore because the Klingon War is apparently over. Like it's 9 months later. Don't we gotta that's on the list for tonight too. After the, after the
Disco.
podcast. You know watch.
Well,
fucking-
Dis.
Stop it! Don't propagate that, Dave.
That's right. They call it that.
It's Dis.
Yeah.
No K. No C.
We have Voy, Ent.
yeah.
TNG,
3 letters, and if
TOS.
if they happen to make a fucking word that you can pronounce, then you pronounce it. Dis. You don't add 4 letters just to make a
Yeah.
fucking word that
It's
fucking
the
makes
CIA, the FBI.
sense. Yes. And again, if it doesn't form a word that you can pronounce that makes sense, you just say FBI. Fucking TNG.
Yeah.
Don't say TNG.
Yeah.
Star Trek Tunj.
Toss.
Disco, fuck off. God damn it, I hate that. Anyway, I see that those kind of episodes give me because I hate that episode. Like it's a filler episode and it's fucking bullshit. But if they set a precedent where okay, let's not have this war backdrop that has to constantly
Or the war
occupy-
takes a second back.
No. Just end the fucking war. Go. I want exploration.
Yeah.
You can have a continuing
agree.
storyline and political or like Cold War going on in the background, like TOS.
Well,
did.
you think you would have the war front?
No,
and then
when you have
the
an
shit that's going on other
active
than
front
that.
war, then you have to fucking follow the war, just like
Yeah.
DS9
Because all
did.
your resources are going there.
When they fucking got off of fucking DS9 in the Dominion War, they fucking every episode after that was
About
get
the
back,
war,
getting
yeah.
to DS9 in the war and winning the war and moving the war forward because you had to go back to DS9. There were still characters they left there, which was okay.
Isn't there a more pressing matter like this war?
which was fine because it was a contained fucking season.
Yeah.
And like they got there and they finished it and then they got on with it. Season 7 was a little weird because it was still war and they were still trying to fucking do standalone episodes, but I digress because as long as this Klingon war is going on, you can't have standalone fuck off episodes because everyone's
Well-
going, well, why aren't they concentrating? Like, are they going to be debriefed when they get
Well, the
back?
other thing too is like they're doing this Klingon war thing, and I was like, okay, well, there's gonna be an incident with the Klingons they could do, but now that they're doing full blown Klingon war, I'm like, holy fuck! So you guys sued Axanar because they were
Yeah,
doing the Klingon
exactly.
war, and
But
then
the
you
problem
took
is-
everything they did, and you're doing the Klingon war.
The
That's
problem
why
is-
you fucking they sued them.
Yeah, but the problem is they're gonna fucking turn Tyler, or his woman, the gray girl.
Yeah.
Because they're going to show them that it doesn't need to be
And then, so
constant
what?
combat.
Worf's not the first Klingon in the fucking Federation anymore?
No.
Like,
It's just that they're going to convince these two Klingons that humans are honorable and they don't need to be wiped out and that we're not trying to fucking destroy the Klingon Empire. And then the worst thing they could do is do a contracted long war with the Federation, and then they're going to go for peace. And then we can get back to the actual fucking pre-Kirk exploration era.
Yeah.
Because the war
there's
had
only
been
10
over.
years between here and Kirk, isn't there?
There was...
This is what I'm getting, like, we're really close to fucking Kirk era.
Yeah, there's only 10 years. The war can't last longer than 10 years. Because it doesn't.
Like, this has to be like a fucking 2-3 year war.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Whenever it was brought up in the show or comics or books or ever, I always just thought it was like an initial combat, like in space with ships. Like they had first contact, they ran into each other, and then there was a big battle. There was probably like a year where every time a Klingon ship saw a Federation ship, there was like a single ship battle, but there was no like big fleet engagements or fucking
because
like calling it a war. Yeah. Calling it a war would be
we would call it a war.
No, I think,
but the Klingons would be like, yeah, we ran into.
I don't
the
even
humans.
think
I we run into everyone else.
I think even Federation historians go, well, like before we found out it was this big contracted long 10-year fucking galaxy expanding war that the Klingons annexed Federation territory.
The Iraq War. Like,
well, yeah,
it's not
exactly.
a fucking it's like whoop-de-doo.
But the problem is, it was never supposed to be that. It was just supposed to be a horrible first contact that made the Federation learn a lesson about engaging first contact in space.
Yeah.
You need certain protocols, blah, blah, blah. That's the only reason it was brought up. Because in an episode where called First Contact, I believe, fucking where they go, or Prime Directive or something, where they're going to a race that's just learning the warp core, they tell them, we do it this way because 100 years ago we ran into the Klingons and it caused a really long war, or a really terrible war, and that's all they say.
Yeah.
But
we got away with meeting the Tellarites, the Vulcans, the fucking.
Well, and that was also a friendship of necessity. They were in the Romulan War. The Romulan were kicking all their asses.
Yeah.
So they had to band together. Yeah. The Klingons came at a time where...
Yeah, making friends with somebody who doesn't have to give a shit about you.
Yeah, but I mean, 50 years earlier, if the Klingons had showed up, they would have wiped out everybody. Like, imagine if the Proto-Federation had to face off against the Klingons and the Romulans.
Yeah, they would have all splintered and then fucking been ineffective.
And I'm assuming the Romulans and the Klingons have been fighting for years since before then, before they met the Federation citizens.
Well, I'm sure the Klingons aren't real good at defending against spies subterfuge, as the Romulans would engage in, or spy warfare, I guess.
Yeah, but again, you got to think there's no trade, there's no nothing, there's no spies.
Well, no, the Romulans would have. Look at what they did with the Duras sisters. They fucking would coerce one of the houses to work for them. They'd find some dirt on them.
It would take years for a Romulan ship to get to Kronos. It would take decades for them to establish the...
the Romulans would just fight them on an informal front. They wouldn't fucking...
I don't think in the era, espionage is possible. The distances and the time travel are too great. It would take you years to get to Romulus, and then by the time you get there, you don't even know if your government still wants you to do it. Like, time, it's just... And how do you do that? There's no trade between Romulus. There's no direct trade.
You'll have to go halfway to the border to meet with the fucking crooked house.
I would say there's not even...
That you've got dirt on.
There's not even connection. You can't even do that. A Romulan wouldn't be able to go from fucking... without using a military ship. And
not until later when we've all mixed blood.
Exactly.
Not mixed blood, but mixed blood.
Well, and trade is like an established thing. Like, I'm assuming the 80 years between Federation and TOS and TNG, so many trade routes were set up between the Romulans and the Klingons that even when they broke out of their treaties, they couldn't economically break apart.
Yeah. Which is how you're supposed to deal with Russia, America. You dumb fucks.
Yes,
you don't isolate them.
You make it so
hard. Integrate
them. Yeah, you make it so hard for them to not be economically dependent on you, and vice versa. You're supposed to be dependent on them too.
Exactly.
Because so it's equal. Yeah, that you can't go to war.
even with imperfect allies.
And that's why Romulus and the Federation never and the Klingons don't go to war until the Dominions stick their big nose into it.
Yeah.
Because they're all dependent on each other. Especially the Klingons, I would say.
It's pretty much the one thing that humans understand.
Yeah.
They're like, well, yeah, they could hate you forever. That's fine.
Oh, and that's totally planned. Like the Federation are doing that intentionally.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it'll pop up in the delay though. Oh wait, no, you're right. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so play. Uh-oh, buffering.
The Royale with cheese.
Alright, we're a little behind there, but whatever. So we're starting episode there. You'll see the timer. Follow it along. God damn it, the planets look great, but you know, oceans are kind of necessary for...
Yeah.
Oh wait, this isn't a Mashara, an M class.
Could be it. Oh, we probably don't have a subs up, eh?
Oh, you know, I got it. But yeah, they're not supposed to be. They only detect the elevator or the spinny door, right?
Yeah, they're like just this one spot. Wait, ammonia tornadoes.
Yeah, that can't be livable, right? You see, even now, the Klingons are their allies. They were like, hey, Federation, we saw something weird here. We thought you'd like to know. Like, that's how friendly the Klingons are.
Yeah, the Klingons wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They're like, we wouldn't waste our time with this. But
No, but we know that our friends, the humans, would be real interested in this crap. And, you know...
anything that keeps them busy.
Well, no,
makes us happy.
No, I think it's... well, they've proven that they can investigate this shit.
Yeah, much
Like-
better than us.
Yeah, and it's usually important, so we'll tell them to go investigate it. Get out of here. Fucking dancing around in the linoleum or wood floors. Yeah, the one thing that you can say negatively about these first two seasons is fucking slow.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Like, this is a heady episode, so I understand that you gotta do, like, a slow pacing, but comparatively, what is this? This has gotta be 30, 20 years old now?
Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah. Over 20 years old. It's 18. This is... oh, wait, no, this is probably exactly 30 years old. It's 88 now. And now it's 2018.
Oh, no, it'd be a little bit less. 28 years old, maybe? Because what, season 2?
Yeah, and it started at 87. So
Oh,
87 to
it
88.
started at 89. Yeah,
No, it started at 87. He's got to have the record, right? Most Star Trek episodes.
The record must be like, oh shit.
Well, he's the only American in Star Trek, right?
No, he's Canadian.
No,
Riker?
he's Alaskan.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's American.
Eddington's Canadian.
Eddington's scary, but we don't know where he's from. I think he says his descendants are from Canada.
Yeah.
Like, he's probably born on some colony or some bullshit.
Yeah.
But he said he has a loony at one point, or he talks about a loony. I don't know if he actually shows it. But I know loony is mentioned in Star Trek.
It's a nice remake of an intro.
The visuals are awesome.
It's too bad the D won't make it into the Aeronautical Museum. Maybe later. It is fitting that only original series Enterprise makes it there, though.
Uh-huh.
A ship that never flew. And here's one thing that never flew. And it gets the front door treatment.
That was just a photo shoot off, right? That's the only reason they built the Enterprise.
Well, no, it's at
The shuttle.
It's gonna be there forever. What's that?
I thought you were talking about the shuttle. You're talking about the actual model.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
actual model
okay.
they used for the series.
The shuttle Enterprise never flew. They named
Oh
one
no,
of
that
the-
was the prototype. Yeah,
One of the 7. I don't even think it was a prototype. I think it was like a display model. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like the floor show one.
Well, it was the one they
it was-
dragged out
it
of the
was just
fucking
the shell.
tarmac. Yeah.
Yeah,
And this is what it'll look like.
exactly. And then they put Enterprise on the side of it because they thought it'd be funny.
Yeah, we got that from the flag data.
That's the one thing. Like, Star Trek writers do have lots of easy crutches to use. Oh, wormhole.
Yeah.
Alien race picked it up and dragged it out here.
Writing tools, man.
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand. Like when you have a plot hole, like in Discovery, and you're like, you're a writer. You
Yeah.
write around the plot holes, you dumb fucks. Like,
No, or, you know, you work at it hard enough while you're doing it that you don't create plot holes.
yeah.
There is a couple of reviews of Discovery we gotta watch before we watch the new episode. Because I was pissing myself. And The Last Jedi. There's a moment in this one review that I was cackling out loud and I think I fell over. Like, I like fell over on the couch and was just laughing so hard because I can't remember what he said or what he pointed out, but it was so obvious and so stupid that I was like, oh my god, like, I can't say that Last Jedi is worse than the prequels, but like, I think the story's better in the prequels.
Yeah.
Like, it's so boring. The prequels are so boring and so stupid, but at least it makes kind of sense. Like when
Like
you,
there-
when you
yeah.
stand back and look at it as a whole, all the characters' actions kind of make sense. They're stilted and stupid.
Well, the thing
and-
is about these new
the
Disney
acting's
movies
bad.
is that they're literally just lifted off of the first 4 or the
no,
first
no, but I
3.
mean, like, Last Jedi is... I like the characters, and I love the performances, but, like you can say about all half-baked sci-fi, if you think about it for more than 10 seconds, you're just, what? Wait, no, what? What? Why? What? And then you just start asking, it just starts snowballing. And you can't do that with Episode 1.
Yeah.
Other than a few, like, missteps that they correct by the end of it, like metachlorians. I can't believe I'm praising the prequels, but I would rather, like, it's infuriating to watch The Last Jedi. I don't think I will go back and watch the prequels again. I don't think anytime soon. But at one point I'll be like, you know what? I want to see that stupid pod race again. I want to see Darth Maul get cut in half. And I'll put the fan edit on, or I'll put fucking, I'll maybe watch Episode 1 or something. But I know I will watch it again. The Last Jedi? I maybe...
You've seen it.
I don't have any desire to watch that again. I think, man, that lightsaber fight then was really cool, and like the back-to-back like both lightsaber fights were really good.
And I think they used that Luke used the Force in the right way in that film.
That's what I was getting at. Everyone's bitching about Luke, them ruining Luke's character.
That's the way a
And-
Jedi would behave.
I
He
completely
would use
agree.
illusion.
I completely agree. He is the way Luke Skywalker would be now, 30 years later. It makes sense for him to be the way he is, do the things he does, and say the things he says. But the rest of the movie around that is doesn't make any sense, and all the characters are so stupid. And now that Luke is gone, all the fans can blame him. They just say, "Oh yeah, he's the bad part about it," but he's gone now, so the movie is gonna get it. It's totally a mind. It's
When he was the only good part.
It's mental gymnastics for Star Wars fans, because I'm old enough now, and I've been burnt by the prequels that I know Star Trek can be bad. Star Wars can be bad. I know Star Trek can be bad too, but I know Star Wars can be bad, and I accept that fact.
Yeah.
I know there's good Star Wars, and it will always be there, and I can watch it, but it doesn't affect me like the
That's
original Episode 1s did.
You can't bundle it all together.
Yeah,
and hate
I
it.
was in denial for 6 months about
Yeah.
Episode 1. Oh, it's a great movie. It's so good. I watched it twice in the fucking theaters. It wasn't until like 6 months before Episode 2 came
This
out
is
that I started
absolute
going,
crap.
yeah, this is fucking garbage. Like, but I can't continue that lying to myself with these new movies.
Yeah,
like
but
I'm 30
the
fucking two.
problem with
like,
Phantom Menace though was we were coming out like we had our entire childhoods built up to that moment.
We were 15. Like we can, I can still attach some nostalgia to episode 1. Like I could be like, oh, okay, I remember like really enjoying the pod races.
Well, I don't know. I was fucking blackout drunk.
The second one, the first one, I wasn't.
Yeah.
You're 15. You're blackout drunk. In the
Oh
theaters.
no, that's right. That was for episode 2.
I was camping out in front of the theater in a fucking sleeping bag, like. But yeah, episode 2. At that point, I completely accepted that Star Wars was dead, and I'm just going through the motions.
You could Hemingway yourself through it.
Oh yeah, and I was drunk off my ass. And it's weird too. Again, we're not talking about the episode because it's a good episode, and if we started paying attention to it, we'd just start watching it.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking. So I'm going to continue talking about movies, but oh fuck, I lost it.
And the good episode sucked you in.
Yeah. It was this actor who got me. He's a famous guy now, isn't he? Isn't he in other stuff?
Oh yeah, he's one of those that guys.
Yeah, he's that guy. We got to get that counter going. That guy
It's
counter.
that guy. DS9 does a couple episodes like this too.
Yeah, but it's all
episodes,
holodecks.
Yeah.
DS9
Yeah.
can't like actually get to a planet and do some weird.
Yeah, this
weird
is really
sci-fi.
like fantastical, like TOS.
Yeah. Like that episode where Odo and Dax go to the holodeck planet.
And you think of Starfleet that you've read fucking Kirk's all those fucking stories or some of them at least, and so this shit would be you'd be like, oh, there's an alien behind this. Like this is a projection, blah blah.
But I mean, like even in DS9, when they do go to another planet and some weird things happening and people are disappearing, you find out that it's just one old guy with a holographic projector that's holographing his old family or his old city of people because he was lonely or something like that. You could have just all you had to do was, oh no, he's just an alien who projects these people, and like it makes
the way they interact.
Yeah, it's just that's how he interacts, or he's just. Ran into thousands of years ago. He ran into these people, and there was some solar goddamn fucking explosion, killed them all, and he's been recreating their society with his massive alien brain for so long. It could have been cerebral, it could have been fucked up, but no, it's a fucking hologram. It's a holodeck. Same old, same old. And then the good episodes on the holodeck were few and far between. Like for every fucking our man Bashir, you got that stupid baseball episode. I fucking
It'd be
love
funny though
baseball.
if the Klingons on the way by did beam down to here. They walked in and they saw a bunch of humans and like, oh, we know exactly who to call. They just left.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's exactly what happened.
They tell the Federation, oh yeah, you guys should definitely check this planet out. No, we won't tell you. You'll find out when you get there.
Yeah. I highly doubt that Klingons could scan anything and figure out that the Federation need to find out about it.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot more sense that they beam down and
Yeah,
went,
as far as the Klingons are concerned with scanning things, is to shoot it.
Yeah, but it makes much more sense that the Klingons beamed down here, took one look inside, and went, nope.
Yep, nope.
Oh, and it's that guy. Two
Yeah.
of them in this one episode. God, talk about a staple of our television childhood. Again, I have no idea who he is, but he was in fucking everything. He's got to be in like half a dozen episodes of Columbo. Like,
Yeah. Well, sometimes you only get paid $5,000 to show up for things.
He's got to be
Everybody
like
makes $1 billion a show.
he's got to be like a bad guy on every version of Saved by the Bell at some point.
Wasn't it Friends that they were getting paid like $1 million an episode or something ridiculous?
Seinfeld, I think. I
Yeah.
think collectively, Friends got up to 10 million, and Jerry Seinfeld got offered 10 million, and he said
Jesus.
no. For like season 11 or whatever, he said it's over.
Oh yeah.
I think he also said it, announced it, and then after the 10th season, they came back and said, God, 10 million! They drove like 17 dump trucks up to his house full of money, and he still said fucking no. But that's pretty much the only reason I respect Jerry Seinfeld, is because he was able to...
That he was able to say no, yeah.
Well, no, he was able to step back.
Yeah.
He still, like, tries to be a comedian, but he knows he's not...
Well, he
what
doesn't
he
quit
was.
everything entirely, but...
No, but I mean, like, he doesn't try to force himself on society and be like, I'm still relevant, I'm
Yeah,
still...
yeah.
But he's like, no, I was in the 90s and 80s little bit of the 2000s, but occasionally I'll poke my head up and say something controversial that pisses off millennials. But I'm not a powerhouse anymore. He doesn't pretend to be important anymore, which I respect.
Well, it's like those stories of you see older guys are like, well, there's a time you got to know. There's a time when a man knows.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
It gets time that a man knows that he's not the end all be all anymore. Yeah, we brought our blackjack playing android.
I could not enjoy spending my own money in a goddamn casino.
It's okay, nothing is real.
Yeah, but I mean, I just don't get the appeal. Like, you see thousands of people inside of a casino, fucking, even this era, without the smoke and the fucking, like, I would prefer to be in a 50s casino. But the gambling does nothing for me.
Where if things get so out of hand, someone might get shot.
Or nightly somebody gets their kneecaps busted. Yeah. Some moron tries to cheat and...
You've got the story of that one guy getting dragged away.
Yeah, you see that guy get... I don't want to see that guy get his kneecaps in the alley, kneecapped in the alley, but I want to see that guy getting dragged away.
He's only going to be able to count to 9?
Yeah. But again, thank God we were born in the 80s, because if we'd be born in the 70s, we'd both be in jail.
Oh, yeah.
I would have cracked open so many ATMs.
You mean these phone lines are just not encrypted?
Yeah. I can just hold tones up to the receiver and trick things into thinking I'm a computer.
You whistle into the phone and call Pope?
I was on ICQ talking to people in Australia at 12.
Yeah, exactly.
Could you imagine if I had that technology 10 years earlier? Like, Jesus. I did start learning the fundamentals of blackjack, though. Like, I knew, like, the whole 21 and fucking hit me and blah, blah, blah. But there's some fucking detailed rules that I learned in Fallout 4. Or Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
I boosted my luck all the way up and I started gambling and I was like, oh, this is the easiest way to make money ever.
Yeah.
I just win every fucking hand. This has got to be a callback to the OK Corral, right? Data wearing the hat.
Yeah.
Them all... Because that's basically the same... This is a ripoff of the OK Corral. The TOS episode where they go to the planet and they're...
Oh, yeah, if you want to go back to that, yeah.
Yeah, this is just like, oh, we should do that episode like they did in the original series, but instead of it
Well,
being...
they even tell you which book they fucking ripped from.
Yeah. But I mean, the OK Corral is basically a fictional story.
Yeah.
Like, that's just a myth at this point. Like, if you really go into the details of the OK Corral, it's basically 4 cops walking into a fucking alley and gunning down 4 unarmed men. 2 of them happen to have a fucking revolvers on them, but, you know.
Yeah, make a myth, you can get away with it.
They were justified. They had their lives threatened and everything, but... You can't get away from the fact that what I just described was exactly what happened. 4 cops walk into an alley and massacred 4 pretty much unarmed men. Like, if that had happened nowadays, those cops would all be in jail and there'd be a trial. Like,
that's really a disorienting thing, right? Like, you didn't turn, did you? No.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah, totally. I'm pretty sure Wyatt Earp couldn't go back to Arizona. I'm pretty sure after the OK Corral, he was a wanted man. And there were certain states that he couldn't go into because he was wanted for murder. It wasn't like he got off scot-free and was a hero.
That's still in those days, though, with jurisdiction, right?
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't like, oh, he was a hero of the West, like the movies portray. Like, the law was not happy with Wyatt Earp after he did what he did. I am personally happy with what he did. Like, that story is great. The true story. Yeah. The one we don't hear. It's fucking... He literally said, tell him I'm coming, and hell's coming with me. Like, so many great movie lines that he said in real life and pulled it off. Nothing's better than a vengeance story that fucking succeeds. think you're thinking about this too hard, Worf.
Yeah. No, Worf, we're gonna have to use our brains to get out of this.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're taking this in the wrong thought process.
Worf, just take a seat. Me and Data gotta work our way out of this.
I was gonna say I would have first went for the phaser, but
Set the shower head to even more.
well, that's weird.
Oh, the light actually does scroll across it, eh?
No, it got brighter.
No, like on the actual phaser.
Oh yeah, you could see movement, but it got brighter when he upped the.
Oh yeah.
Like that was not something that, or it looked a lot awful originally because that looked cool. Was there ever an animated TNG?
No, I don't think so.
There should be.
That'd be cool.
I would love for them to like.
Well, I thought about that. I was like, you know what? It's like the series I always want to make. Well, fuck it, I could just make it animated. Get the pantsuit off of me, but
No, but I mean they should. Paramount.
yeah, but they're fucking stupid.
Like imagine if they put all their money into.
Well, that's the other thing too. They're like, oh well, it's so expensive, blah blah. Well, then fucking do it on a budget.
No, to put all their money into Disco. Ugh, you got me doing it now. Into fucking Discovery and just like how much does it cost to make an animated television show? Like
well, with the CG stuff now, anyways. Yeah.
no, not even the CG. Just go classic animation. Like that's got to be cheaper, right?
No, it's expensive as fuck.
No, 10,000 fucking CG artists or fucking a couple hundred animators in China.
No, other way around. It takes 10,000 animators or 100 CG
man.
artists.
They fucking get the fucking Hanna-Barbera fucking
Look
guys
at the
in
Archer.
China.
Look at the
and
Archer
they pay
team.
them pennies. They have fields of Asians drawing fucking Bugs Bunny. Still to this day, just like they did in the 80s.
It's still more expensive than fucking paying.
No way.
10
They have to
fucking
pay
CG guys.
white people in first world countries to CG shit.
Yeah, but only like a room full of them.
Yeah, no, man. Have you seen the fucking the lists of CG fucking artists and the credits of movies?
For Archer. Look
Oh.
how small the Archer team is.
Okay, but that's not even. I wouldn't even consider that CG.
Look how small the South Park team is.
I wouldn't consider either of those CG. That's
Those are both
computer
CG
animated.
yeah.
It's computer animated. There's a difference.
Oh, you're talking about like fancy CG.
Yeah,
like
I'm talking
3D.
about,
no,
like,
no.
I'm
I just
talking
mean
about
like
Final
flat, I just
Fantasy.
mean like animated, but using
Oh,
computers to make
okay.
it easy.
All right. Well then, if you're talking about straight
Then
up
you can just pump
South
the
Park
fuckers
Star
out.
Trek, I would love that.
Yeah.
Like a South Park version of Star Trek would be great. Like just steal that animation.
and you can do anything you want because
yeah,
it's just
or
fucking animated.
or Archer. Yeah, Archer's got to be cheap as fuck. But yeah, when you said that, I'm picturing like Johnny Quest or fucking
No.
like.
No, I meant like 2D, but fucking
Did you
done
ever-
on computers, so it's easy.
Did you ever watch that CG Starship Troopers show that was on for like
No,
a season or two?
no.
It was really, really good. It
Oh,
was
yeah?
like it was the only version of Starship Troopers that actually held up to the movie, and it was too adult.
You know what was weird? When I was watching that...
they couldn't get kids to like a goddamn Star Trek. Surprise, surprise! Kids did like a Starship Troopers fucking show.
Yeah.
And of course they played it like late at night. It was like
It's
like
not for
when
kids.
when Adult Swim was coming out.
Yeah.
Because they played it late at night because people died. It was war. They had fucking ants, those arachnoids eating people and shit. Like it was great. It was almost as gory as like Spawn.
Yeah.
And of course it didn't last, just like Spawn.
It's funny because that was the impression I got from the start of the Super Bowl thing.
Whoa, she's not from the fucking era.
Yeah.
That
That was like 1980s.
They looked
straight
like
up.
they just grabbed some girl off the street and said walk by the elevators and didn't give her a costume.
She was walking from one set to another.
Yeah, she was walking from the Saved by the Bell set, and they
Yeah.
grabbed her and they said, "Hey, walk past her."
Oh yeah, but that was the impression I got from the beginning of the Super Bowl fucking shit. I was like, this is like America's like exactly like Starship Troopers.
Yeah,
I was like, it's gotten even more so.
it's all theater and pageantry. Their whole society.
Oh yeah.
It's a big lie.
Yeah, they were going off
They
like
tell
a national
everybody
anthem and showing off all these people doing fake smiles. It's like, what the fuck?
Their whole society and culture is a lie that they tell everybody and themselves, and nobody believes.
Well, outside, only they.
I don't
only
think
those-
they don't either. They just play. They all know deep down that they're fucking. They do not practice what they preach. Honor and fucking fair play and teamwork. Doesn't describe anything about any of them.
But in their outward-facing personality, they absolutely believe that they do those things. But in their inward-facing personality, I think you're right. They absolutely know that they don't.
Yeah, I
It's every man for himself.
No, but I mean, if you actually sat down every cheese guzzling, foam hat wearing piece of shit in that Super Bowl fucking stadium and sat him down to have a conversation with him, you'd be like, oh no, yeah, we're just lying to ourselves. Don't tell anybody though.
Well, you'd be like, doesn't seem this all kind of bullshitty. They're like, they'd agree with you.
Yeah. If you spelled it out to them and got them to actually be honest, they'd be like, yeah. Voyager tried to do this too with like the first guy who tried to get to Mars got trapped in a wormhole and got transported to the Beta Delta Quadrant.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to have a NASA ship on screen for one moment. And they just made up a bullshit episode to justify it.
Didn't they find a pickup truck floating through space too?
Oh, yeah. And they found fucking Joan of Arc. Not Joan of Arc. Amelia Earhart. Oh, wait. No, was that this? Did TNG find Amelia Earhart at one point?
No, I think it was Voyager. Because fucking Janeway does this whole thing about, oh, she was the first woman, blah, 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 blah.
But wasn't there an episode of TNG where like 3 people come out of a freezing tube and one of them's a girl?
Oh, yeah! And they've got the pilot there.
Oh, but she's not Joan of Arc. She's just some bitch. Or she's not Amelia Earhart. She's just some blonde girl.
And there's a dude who's like, I knew Amelia Earhart.
No.
Or something like that, isn't
The guy is... The one guy is like a oil tycoon.
Yeah.
Who's like Texan. And he wants to just drink.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, my liver's good now? I can drink again? And the other guy is a Wall Street banker. And he wants to know how his portfolio's doing. And they all laugh at him.
They're like, yeah,
we don't use money anymore, you jackass. He's like, my family has to own something. Like, they were deserted. There was a world war. It's been 300 years.
Everything was leveled. We started over. Without you.
And this doesn't look like it matches either. This looks like they just took a set from, like, the It movie. Like one of the hotel or motel rooms. This
like where they filmed...
This looks like the 80s.
Oh, what was it going to go with? Poltergeist. It looks like a fucking set they used off Poltergeist.
It does. Like, and it also kind of has the same lighting when the TV's going all weird. Like, the camera is where the TVs should be static and all white noise. Fuck, that could be the same goddamn room.
You know what, though? Not a bad place to live the rest of your days out.
If I get eternity, I might take that.
Well, the rest of your fucking natural days anyways, yeah?
Oh, wait, yeah. He just lived out the rest of his life because he thought the aliens couldn't communicate with him and they just thought this would be a...
Well, he obviously didn't figure it out.
No, he did figure it out. They didn't figure it out. They were like, we can't communicate with this guy and we can't get him back, but we could make this world
comfortable,
for him. And that this was the only way they could do it. And he was like, oh, you guys fucked up because this is hell. But I don't.
By the way, we have this thing called Gilded Cage.
Yeah, and I don't think they ever understood that they were torturing him.
That road to hell.
And like, if it was Groundhog Day, I guess, like if those rules applied, like you remember everything, but
living the same day, yeah.
Yeah, you can fuck with everybody knowing that in like 3 days when the novel's over, everything's gonna reset. Like, but it doesn't seem like the people have enough.
Yeah, it seems like
AI.
It seems like you would eventually work your way to pissing everyone off.
Well, no, it just
at some level.
It seems like they just won't react to certain questions. They only have certain paths they can follow, and
they're probably only as deep as the book, right? So.
Yeah, and that would drive you crazy because you'd be like, I want to talk about something new now.
Yeah. Like, yes, you've told me that story. Yes,
every day for the last 50 years.
I've banged every woman in here, even the fucking ugly ones.
Yeah.
And I've started on the dudes.
Yeah, they did the costume and set design didn't even try. There's nothing that says 50s or 40s about this goddamn hotel room.
Yeah, the touch-tone phone.
I guess if you were telling somebody from the 24th century that the room up here looks like the 1980s and the downstairs looks like the 1940s, they'd be like, there's no difference. Like, what are you talking about? They'd be like, yeah, I can't tell the difference between the 1940s and the 1980s. Like, they all look the same to me.
Yeah, this would all just look old-timey to them.
It'd be like trying to, from a picture, pinpoint 1775 and, like, 1745.
Yeah,
like, what?
Yeah,
Like,
there's like 50 years difference, but fuck
yeah, they all look the same. They're all black and white. They look like pirates. Everybody looks like they're a Three Musketeer for like 200 fucking years.
Before they were let to eat cake, after they were let to eat cake. It's Marie Antoinette joke.
You're a goddamn military officer. Put your uniform on.
The successful ship counselor program. Fuck it. It's funny that an internet fan series fixed that better than this series ever did.
I don't even think that it's fixed it. I think they've used a shitty plot to make a good episode.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even connect her with that episode. I'm just like, oh, yeah. That, like, it does make sense having a counselor on a ship with this many people this far out. Like, in theory. Practice, when we see fucking what Diana Troy does with the job, doesn't make any sense at all.
Like, what's she doing on the bridge at all?
Yeah. And they didn't put her on the bridge. I think she was up there occasionally when they called her up there, but... Yeah. And, you know, she's, like, magnitudes hotter than Diana Troy.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the amazing thing about that fan show is they did an excellent casting.
Oh, you mean tits?
Just acting in general. Like, they got good-looking women who could act.
Yeah,
like, not just good-looking women. Like, for a fanfic or whatever you call it, that's pretty impressive in my opinion. It's either one or the other. You get a normal looking girl that can act, or a pretty girl who can't. And that can be said for big budget shit too.
Yeah. Yeah, for most big budget shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but they reset. I don't understand why Data's even attempting to talk to these people.
Yeah, you think that he'd be the one to see right through this the quickest, right?
Well, or he'd be like scanning them, or like prodding them, or like trying to like get one of them to cut themselves to see what's on the inside.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, if anybody could play verbal lawyer tricks, it'd be him.
Yeah, he'd be doing the whole. But if everything you says is a lie,
yeah, exactly. Oh, I couldn't help but notice that you're all out of chips. I guess you'll have to leave.
Yeah. Why don't you just bust the casino? Like, that would do it. Like, just win every hand.
Yeah. Looks like I have all the chips, guys.
Yeah, I own the casino now. Program over.
Worf, kill every person in this place. With pleasure, sir.
We'll just set this phaser to wide beam.
God, fucking putting your coat on with the sleeves.
Yeah, I hate that. I don't understand why he didn't show up here with his muscle. they just listening to this?
Yeah.
It's like an audiobook.
Yeah. Kurt's like, yeah, I read it last night. Just like how nobody talks in this show.
a second-rate novel. Coming from a guy who goes and fucking on the holodeck and plays.
Yeah.
What's his name? Bugsy.
Yeah.
No.
The private eye there.
Yeah. God, I can't believe I'm blanking on his name. Dick? They call him Dick constantly, don't they?
Yeah.
Dickie? Is it Dickie they call him? Fuck.
Yeah, but Dick's because he's a PI, isn't it?
Yeah, the bad guys might be calling... Yeah, it's Valentine, but it's something Valentine, and the girl calls him his first name all the time.
Because the Dick thing is just because he's a PI.
It would be funny if he was a PI and his name was Richard, though.
Yeah. They call me the Double Dick.
Dixon Hill!
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking Valentine is from Fallout 4.
Oh.
Fucking stupid.
I'm getting my fictional reality.
Well, no, you totally convinced me. I immediately bought it. I was like, of course it's Valentine. I know that name. I've played hours.
Yeah, but who is a private dick?
Yeah.
Aren't all dicks private?
That is the most sound-made mistake I've ever heard. Which detective? The one from Fallout 4 or the one from Star Trek? It doesn't matter. It's the same fucking thing.
We don't have different stories, just levels of distraction from reality.
Are they still considering these fucking people real people and not part of whatever program or reality that they're witnessing or being experienced or being projected into?
Yeah, I guess maybe they're like, well, what if these are all individual life forms that are portraying themselves this way and communicating?
No, they just don't get it yet. Like, they're still confused. How far are we into this? Holy shit! They still haven't figured it out. Again, the pacing in the 80s. They really had to spell it out for the audience.
Yeah, I guess they didn't have the formula set up yet, where it's like, by this amount of time we have the problems presented. By this amount of time we have the solution figured out.
Yet.
By this amount of time, we execute the solution. By this amount of time, we have resolution.
Collectively, we can't read and see those points yet.
Yeah.
Like, writers in the 80s can see this shit, but like standard TV watchers are still oblivious to this garbage.
Structure.
Yeah. Oh, this is great. Doesn't he just like crush the dice a little bit to like make them perfect so he can roll them perfect? They're like, if we tried that, we'd lose a hand.
Yeah.
That was a writer or a producer or somebody. Only reason they would focus on his face for half a frame like that. And then never again.
I want to be in the show.
Oh, they showed him again. Alright, this is why I like the episode. Because they go all gobbledygook and stupid with it. Like, I actually kind of buy that now that I say that they haven't figured it out. Of course they haven't figured it out. They don't read these shitty, trashy dime store novels.
Yeah, for
Like,
history.
They don't watch TV. They don't watch fucking
Yeah.
the movies that we watch. Like, they're completely oblivious to this crap. They might have read or like heard
They
about
play it
this
way
stuff.
too straight all the time, which is
Yeah.
exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like I read the story today about this kid. He said he got busted for smoking weed at this fucking. Him and his buddy parked at a place. They got busted smoking weed because the cops showed up and the guy came clean like right away.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, your parents raised you too good.
Yep. No, it's not his parents raised him too good. They didn't have that talk with. Okay, there's talking to the police. and then
Yeah.
There's talking to the police.
Yeah.
Snitches get stitches.
Yeah.
You don't give them any more information than you fucking need to.
There's that whole fucking lesson in life. You don't reveal your hand.
Yeah.
It's fucking wait. Isn't that Kenny Rogers song?
And I'm a cop guy. I'm usually on the sides of the cops, but fucking they
Well,
get
for
my
real things.
no, but I mean they get my fucking taxes. They don't need my help.
Yeah.
I help them enough already. Oh yeah, it is how they beat it. They buy out the casino. That's why I thought that was such a good idea.
Oh, don't they pay that kid's debt off?
Yeah, they buy the casino, they own it, and then they give it to the kid so he can buy his girlfriend or something from the mob. I don't know what they're trying to do. Spending around money? Do you mean throwing around money? Is that the term?
Yeah.
I've only seen somebody slip a doorman or bouncer 100 a couple times, but it is the coolest fucking thing ever when somebody pulls it off.
Yeah. They get back and
Oh, Riker's writing this program into the holodeck immediately. He's like, I want to gamble with data in this fucking casino.
I was gonna say Crusher's like, and none of you like slept with anything down there, right? Riker puts his hand up.
Every time Riker ends up back in the transporter room, he immediately walks to sick bay.
Put me through the transporter again. I need to get that other filtering going on. That second round of filtering.
Everyone gets off the transporter bay. He's like, run me through this a few more times, please.
O'Brien just runs from pad to pad. The last one just beams right to sickbay. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, okay, so did the aliens that set this up program this into so that the guy could eventually get released?
It's hard to say. It's like
is it just such a like they're all gone and the program is just so intuitive that it's just kept going and giving them a way out?
it was hard to say because it's still fucking there.
Yeah. And the credits are gonna roll. They're not gonna try to explain.
And they still got a
it at
corpse
all.
in there.
And if they're holograms, technically, if they are sentient enough, they are.
We're just gonna leave without that astronaut.
Yeah. Yeah. Again,
Don't have to fucking answer that question.
you don't.
Good job, show.
Yeah.
No, I'll roll with that. I'm down with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with them not explaining that.
That's part of this exploring thing, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Actually, yeah. If that kind of does ring true. It was just fucked up.
See, that's a very original series episode. Yeah. You
Yeah.
could just fucking leave the corpse there.
No, but I mean, I like that. That's something we'll never see again. Just that was fucking weird. We don't know. We don't know what fucking happened. We don't know why they were doing that or what was going on or. Just, it was weird.
Oh, the next episode's gonna be a good one too. Series is picking up, Harrison. Series is picking up.
Oh, we're getting to the midpoint as well. Time squared.
They find Picard in the shuttle,
Oh.
and the Enterprise gets destroyed over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah. This was another episode that was weird for me growing up. I was like, this is what I was always like, ugh, fuck. Like, it was kind of like this one. It was a little too weird. And, like, nothing happened. And it was just like, oh, they just fucking, we saw the same 15 minutes over and over again. And they were, is it the one where they're stuck in that space tornado? Trying to fucking...
Yeah, they're getting sucked in.
Yeah, they're getting sucked into it. Yeah. And you're
Ass
like,
end first.
yeah, and then they're just like, oh yeah, just turn around and drive through it. That makes sense. And you're like, turn around and drive through it? It's a fucking
totally
space. Yeah. It doesn't make... Yeah. I didn't like that whole ending. And the fact that he just kills himself to, like, stop the loop.
Yeah.
Like, that...
What if you're wrong?
No, but you would just disappear, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you just, like... Aren't you deleting your past self here, Picard? Like, what are you doing? But, yeah, that was a great one. And like you said, looking forward to the rest of the second season. I can't even...
we start the third season, and the show was off to a good start.
The third and fourth season always blend together to me because it's just so decent.
Yeah.
Like, they're all
Red rolls.
fine. Yeah, they're fine. It really picks up for me in, like, season 5, 6.
At least at this point, we'll have to start picking the doozies.
Picking what?
Like picking the doozies out of the pile instead of
Instead of waiting through it,
looking for roses.
Looking for roses. Yeah, we're gonna be like, oh, we just stepped in a bad one. All right, again, thanks for joining me, Dave, and you all out there, have a good one.